Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 11th biology students, and this is for 9th September 2020. Now we have been talking about the body fluids and their circulation, and now we come to the next chapter, chapter number 19, excretory products and their elimination. So the process of excretion or excreting ammonia is called urecotylism. That means, first of all, we should know right from basis what is excretion. As all of you know, excretion is the removal of metabolic waste produced in the body during metabolism of substances that we eat. What do you eat? We eat food, and the food will be in the form of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, nucleic acids, amino acids. So when all these undergo metabolism, metabolic waste will be formed, and throwing out these metabolic wastes that are formed inside our body to outside is excretion. So what are all the nitrogenous waste products that are likely to be formed in our body? So basically ammonia is the first one. It is the first metabolic waste of protein metabolism. Whenever we consume proteins, the waste product that is formed is ammonia, and the process of excreting that ammonia is urecotylism. So many bony fishes, aquatic amphibians, aquatic insects are amniotic in nature. Ammonia, as it is readily soluble, is generally excreted by diffusion across body surface or through gill surface, like in fish, as ammonium ions, NH3+. Kidneys do not play any significant role in its removal. So this is how ammonia will be extracted out. Then comes urea. It is white crystalline solid produced in liver from NH3 and CO2, ammonia and carbon dioxide. It is comparatively less toxic. Compared to ammonia, urea is less toxic, but still it is poisonous. If we take more proteins, more urea is excreted out. So normal blood urea levels is 7 to 20 milligrams per 100 dl of blood. That means if this goes up, that's an indication that there is some problem. Terrestrial adaptation necessitated the production of lesser toxic nitrogenous waste like urea and uric acid for conservation of water. Mammals, many terrestrial amphibians, marine fishes mainly excrete urea, and those animals that excrete urea are called ureotylic animals. Ammonia produced by metabolism is converted into urea in the liver of these animals and released into the blood, which is filtered and excreted out by kidneys. So here the role of kidneys are much. And then we come to the third one, that is uric acid. It is produced in liver and is excreted out in semi-solid or crystalline form, small pellets we say. Excretion of uric acid in crystalline form is helpful in conservation of body water. This is to save water. And bird droppings consist of uric acid and phosphate-rich fecal matter, feces. So reptiles, birds, land snails and insects excrete nitrogenous waste as uric acid in the form of pellets or paste with a minimum loss of water, and these are called urecotylic animals. So basically we have three types of animals based on this. That is, if ammonia is excreted out, urecotylism and amniotic animals. Urea is excreted out, ureotylic animals. Uric acid is excreted out, urecotylic animals. And of course, along with that, we have still many waste products like xanthin. It is a metabolic waste of nucleotide metabolism. found in spiders and penguins. Guanine, it is a metabolic waste of nucleotide metabolism, also found in spiders and penguins. And trimethylamine oxide, it is found in marine teleost fishes. And then ornithoric acid, it is specialized excretory product in birds. Hippuric acid, it is specialized excretory product in mammals produced from benzoic acid. And of course creatinine, every time this is very critical one, it is produced from creatine phosphate present in muscles. So increased level of creatinine is an indication of kidney damage. That's why always blood test will be done, and in that most important one is creatinine levels. So that is higher levels of creatinine in the blood is an indication of kidney failure or kidney damage. So based on that type of excretion that is thrown out, we have got three types of animals. Amniotic animals, that is animals that throw ammonia, and amniotilism we call it. Ureotylic animals, of course for amniotic animals we can say fishes, bony fishes, tadpoles and aquatic insects, and these through the ammonia. And what about ureotylic? Ureotylic, again, it is throwing out waste in the form of urea. Mammals, most adult amphibians living on land, marine fishes, turtles, these are all ureotylic. And then there is third one, urecotylic, that is excretion of uric acid. So it's called urecotylism. This is seen in land snails, insects, birds and many reptiles. These are all urecotylic. So urecotylism is particularly advantageous to these land vertebrates that lay shelled eggs. So soluble waste like ammonia and urea can pass out of the shell-less eggs. In case of certain fishes and amphibians may be carried away by the mother's blood, as in mammalian embryo. So we have got different structures to throw this. These are called excretory organs. Like in protozoans, it is the general body surface that will help in doing the excretion. In porifera and cnidaria, it is again plasma membrane. And in platyhelminthes, it is protonephridia, or we say flame cells, as you are saying. These are the excretory structures in platyhelminthes, consisting of flatworms like planaria, rotifers, some annelids, and cephalochordates like Amphiaxis. So this is flame cells. And then annelids, of course, nephridia, the tubular excretory structures of earthworms and other annelids. Then you have got arthropods like cockroach family. In these insects, centipedes, millipedes, all these Malpighian tubules, these are the excretory structures where the excretion will be thrown out. In crustaceans, it is the green glands like prawns. In scorpions and spiders, it is coxal glands. In molluscus, it is gill or sac-like kidneys. You are seeing here excretory organs, the nephridia. And echinodermates like starfish, there is no specialized excretory organ in that. Hemichordates, it is a proboscis gland. Urochordate, it is neural gland. Cephalochordates, it is solenocytes. And vertebrates, of course, one pair of kidneys. So you can see the metanephridium here and the capillaries, nephridiophores. These are the nephridiophores, and nephrostome will be there, that through which the excretion takes place. And in case of prawn, crustaceans, you can see here, in crustaceans it is the green glands that will throw the waste products out. And of course in our case it is a pair of kidneys. So our urinary system or excretory system consists of a pair of kidneys, as you are seeing, a pair of ureters, you can see the ureter, left and right ureters, a urinary bladder, and of course urethra. So basically you got a pair of kidneys which are present in our abdominal region, and these are a pair of dark red bean shaped kidneys, each with a notch called hilus. There is something called hilus will be there, from where blood vessels, lymph vessels, nerves and ureter enter or leave the kidney, that is hilus. Where are they located? They are located in upper dorsal region of the abdominal cavity on either side of the vertebral column. So when you stand up, put your palm where your middle finger touches, that is the location of the kidney. And right kidney is slightly lower than left kidney because of the presence of liver. The right kidney is slightly lower, as you are seeing. Right kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney. And the structure, it is a fibrous connective tissue layer called renal capsule, covers the kidney and protects it from infection and injuries. Renal capsule is surrounded by adipose capsule and another outer fibrous membrane, renal fascia. Both the layers protect the kidney. So let's see this further vertical section of this. So there are two layers. There is renal fascia and adipose capsule. You can see a renal column, and basically the entire kidney we can make it cortex and adrenal. Here you can also see medulla consists of medullary pyramids, outer cortex and you can say inner medulla. So outer cortex has got a layer, protective layer, and inner medulla has got pyramidal structures, as you are seeing, medullary pyramids. And you can also see the renal column, you can see the calyx, and of course the ureter is coming out of that. And then there are two tubes, renal artery and renal vein, along with a prominent renal pelvis. So inner to renal capsule is outer dark reddish cortex and the inner pale medulla. Medulla is divided into 10 to 15 medullary pyramids, 10 to 15, which terminate into renal papilla. And the renal papilla projects into calyces. Such 10 to 15 minor calyces join to form two major calyces which come out through pelvis of the kidney to be widened and come out in the form of ureter. This is how the ureter will be formed. So when we see the vertical section of the kidney, it is in this fashion. And in our next session, we will be studying about the structure, the nephrons, and how exactly it works, what is the route through which the excretion will be thrown out. Until then, keep practicing the diagram, label it, and try to know the significance of each label, and post the diagram that you practice